Hello, I'm Bob Allison, WB1GCM, here inside the ARRL screen room. I'm going to show you the Apache Labs Anon 8000 DLE, 6 meters and HF transceiver, 200 watts too. Well, here it is. Let's turn it on. There's the power button. Listen. Here we go. Da 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 da. Hey, that means okay in Morse code. It's all ready to go. Let me point you to some of the features here. We have a reset button. If you have any trouble, hit that button. It'll go back to the test mode and now back to the ready mode. It's okay again. Standby and operate over here. We have the microphone jack right there, headphone jack, and CW key right there. Let's zoom in on the screen. Well, with a tight shot on the screen, you can see it's going to show forward and reflected power across this area right here, the SWR. This is your operating voltages. In the standby mode, it just gets 13 volts. Put it into operate mode. The 50 volt supply is energized, and then we see the current on the final right there as well. The operating temperature, the forward power, reflected power, and the mode, operate or standby. Well, here's the back side. Oh, by the way, this is a little heavy. Well, here's the back side, left to right. We have ventilation. This little connection right here, this loop, is to complete the pure signal circuitry, inputs and outputs. You normally operate with this in place. Of course, pure signal is what's used to lower the transmit IMD, so your transmit audio quality has lower distortion products. That's a nice feature of the Anon series. We also have the local area network connection, Morse code key jack, headphones, and a microphone jack. This is the bootloader. You want to leave this off unless you want to update the firmware. Then we have a 10 megahertz reference input. If you have maybe a locked GPS satellite receiver with a 10 megahertz output, you could feed it in here. Okay, this is your left speaker output and your right one. Now, of course, 3 antenna jacks. You have push to talk ins and outs, lines ins and out, and digital information in and out. We also have a data here and some more inputs of signals. And here's the ground connection, and over here is the power pole connection for your DC power supply. And you'll need a pretty hefty power supply to run this. I'd recommend at least a 50 amp supply. Let's hook it up and make it go. Now, the program that runs the Apache Labs Anon 8000 DLE right now is Power SDR. Okay, I say yes, and here it comes. Takes just a couple seconds to load. Yeah, wait for it. Yeah, wait for it, and there it goes. Power button's in the top left corner, and on it goes. Now I have a signal from the signal generator feeding into it, so we have a signal. Now, if you've never seen this before, I'll just kind of walk around the screen a little bit. Up in the top left corner, can you see the little arrow pointer? My mouse. And you got your power, receiver 2, you can turn on here like that. There we go. Check that out. We're back to one receiver. Your controls for monitor, MOX, turn on the transmitter manually like that. That's the screen that pops up when you're transmitting, duplex, etc. Your volume controls, okay. Your AGC gain for the transmitter. The drive is over here. That's where the mouse is, folks, right over here. You got squelch. This is your split operation, let's say right there. Turns on the extra VFO. We have right down here, noise blanking, noise reduction, automatic notch filter, etc. And you want to keep the notch filter, automatic notch filter on if someone's, maybe there's a carrier on your single sideband frequency. Really handy, this takes it out. We can adjust the show for a panapter, or we could actually look at a waterfall. And here it comes. It's a little slow. It's coming down, but we can adjust the speed a little bit too. So What else we have here? Microphone controls are over here. The band controls are up here. We can change frequencies, 80, 40, 60 meters. WWV, it'll pop on. Right now it's set to 2.5. Your modes are right over here, and your filter bandwidth. So if I go back to the pan adapter screen, it shows the filter right here in the middle, and watch what happens. I can narrow this up quite a bit, and if I have it on the CW mode, there's 500 hertz, 250, and out to 1K. So all the controls are on the screen. You use your keyboard and the mouse. That's the user interface. Now remember, this transceiver puts out 200 watts. So make sure all your cables are in good shape. And if you happen to use an external antenna tuner, make sure that antenna tuner can at least handle 400 watts. I'm Bob Allison, WB1GCM, here at the ARRL Laboratory.